And that Navy SEAL Team 6, a group drawn from the same elite unit that killed Osama bin Laden, is being credited with the daring raid that rescued 2 hostages, including 1 American, from their Somali captors. Word of their success reached President Obama at the White House, aides say, as he was knotting his tie, getting dressed to go to Capitol Hill. The first hint of the secret operation actually came in this overheard attaboy from the Commander-in-Chief to his Secretary of Defense.
Good job tonight. Good job tonight.
Immediately after the speech, the White House took this picture. The president calling rescued hostage Jessica Buchanan's father to tell him his daughter was indeed safe. Former California Congresswoman Jane Harman is president of the Woodrow Wilson Center and joins me now. Well, there was so much emotion in that room. This is the first time you were not there for a State of the Union speech. You were watching, but knowing from your foreign policy perspective, your Intelligence Committee background, knowing what was going on with the major players, this was really a huge success in Somalia.
No question. Let me say that, yes, this was the first time I wasn't on the floor during a State of the Union speech over many years. I didn't miss that. What I missed was being there this morning during that very moving tribute and resignation ceremony for Gabby Giffords. And I thought that when she walked up to the Speaker's chair and held hands with John Boehner and they exchanged a kiss, that's the moment I hope will frame this year. I doubt it, but
how do
that's
we recapture that? How do we, just as a human being watching it, we're not necessarily, involved in the political system. We're just observers. But now you're outside that inner circle of elected politicians. You have a bipartisan center. How do you bring people together to get something done?
Well, it's actually pretty easy. A lot of people want to escape what I call the asylum and come downtown and talk in more depth and nuance about key issues with a view to solving them. And so the Woodrow Wilson Center is a safe political space for them to come to, and I've had no problem inviting folks from both parties. But back to, you were asking me about the Somalia raid. It's another achievement for this Navy SEAL team, which deserves huge honors for courage, and sadly numbers of them were killed in a helicopter takedown in Afghanistan by the Taliban recently. But President Obama has proved himself to be a very strong foreign policy president. He only gave 7 minutes out of 60 last night to foreign policy, but
it was the bookends. It was at the beginning and the end.
Absolutely, and it was a list of the accomplishments: the takedown of Osama, the removal of high-value targets, the ending of our Iraq military adventure, and the reducing of our footprint in Afghanistan.
Although he seems to be taking a little bit premature credit on Afghanistan, that is still
I don't
a story
disagree.
To be written.
But here's the piece that really I heard. When he was talking about Iran, he was talking correctly about sanctions biting, and 27 EU countries have sanctioned all oil exports from Iran just recently. And
big development this week that we have largely underreported, frankly, because of our focus on
I'm giving you
domestic
time,
politics,
Andrea.
but you're correct.
But the point is, he said, I will not permit Iran to get nuclear weapons. And I think based on his record of tough decisions in foreign policy, I think that one can be taken to the bank.
That was a red line. I'm glad you
Yes,
pointed
I do.
that out. Jane Harman, always a pleasure. Thank you.